Welcome or welcome back to Taylor's channel. My name's Claire and I'm from For Riel, and we are delighted to have Taylor with us in Siem Reap today. And we're here at the lovely Isann Lodge as a beautiful backdrop to this roasting that we're going to give Taylor today.
Well, thanks, Claire. It's just great to be here. I've enjoyed my trip so much. I've been here almost a week already and go home tomorrow. So we had to get the interview done. Remember what happened last time when you interviewed me in KL?
I do, yes. Earl Grey stole the footage.
Well, something like that. It disappeared anyway.
Yeah. All right, so I've prepared some questions to ask you about a range of different things. But the first question I wanted to ask you is, why did you choose Malaysia as a place for your retirement? Like a lot of people compare countries in Southeast Asia like Vietnam, Thailand. Were those countries ever on your consideration list? Or did you look at places that a lot of other people from the US tend to retire to, like Mexico?
Well, to be honest, Claire, I wasn't looking to retire anywhere. And it just turned out that I met someone online on some online dating who lived in Malaysia. And this is the first I've told about this on my channel, but that's how I really got here. We dated for 5 years, long distance, and then I moved to Penang.
Wonderful. Okay. So that's a bit of new information for the viewers there. Yes, yes. And so is there anything that you find that you miss from the US?
Not much, really. I find the political scene hideous, and I really don't like it. I miss my family and some of my friends, but I've made such wonderful new friends here, like you and Jeremy and all my friends in Penang and now in KL.
So you clearly talk about your love for Penang in a lot of your earlier videos before you moved to KL. What sparked you to make that huge move from Penang to Kuala Lumpur?
Well, I had hardly ever been to KL. And I didn't know much about it, but my relationship in Penang ended and I met someone else and they lived in KL. So what to do? I had to move again. And I didn't like KL at all at first, but I've been there coming up on 2 years almost, and I really like it now. I doubt I'll go back to Penang.
Yeah, and you have a wonderful apartment in Kuala Lumpur as well, in a great location.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
really
great.
Nice. So how has having Earl Grey changed your life in Malaysia?
Well, I've had cats my whole life. I can't even count how many I've had. All boys, but it's been wonderful. I'm sure most of you have seen the Earl Grey story, how he came up to me in a restaurant and we took him home, and the rest is history. He's become world famous. Even more famous than me, I think. But it's been amazing, and it's been amazing to save a cat like that and give them such a special life.
And how has he adapted to apartment living in Kuala Lumpur?
Well, I really think he liked our apartment in Penang better because it had a balcony, and he could sit out there and watch the birds go by. But it always scared me to death that he was going to leap after a bird or jump off or something. I was on the 8th floor. And now I don't have a balcony. But I have something that I think he likes even better, stairs. And he just races up those stairs and down the stairs, and he goes crazy and makes these weird noises, woo! And it's just really funny. And I have a big ledge outside my window, and he can bird watch all day there. And I think I have done it in one video where all I have to do is see a bird, and it doesn't matter where he is in the apartment, all I have to say is, bird, 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 and he comes running down and races right to the window. It's so cute.
Yeah, he's such an adorable cat. Okay, bit of a change of pace now with the next question. Have you ever felt unsafe in Malaysia?
Not at all. I mean, I've talked about my experience living in the Washington, D.C. area in the U.S., where I would hear gunshots outside my window sometime, and that was
scary.
Just really scary and awful.
Yeah.
And no, it's just, I feel totally safe. I can't think of one time since I've been here, and it's been about 9 years now, that I ever felt the least bit uncomfortable walking by myself on the street or anything. It's just a very safe place to live. And it's nice to know that nobody has a gun.
Yeah, yeah. That's great to hear that you've always felt safe, though.
And I even met some women that were visiting recently, and even women alone said they felt pretty safe walking around.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have any misgivings about walking around in Kuala Lumpur at night by myself. Yeah. Have you noticed recently an increase in the cost of living in Kuala Lumpur? I know people talk about that around the world and how much it's increasing and things like that. What have you noticed from your perspective?
Well, I did a recent video on that, and I'll put the link below. But yeah, I've noticed it, but it's mostly in food and mostly in restaurants. Restaurant prices have been creeping up quite a bit. But I also heard, and I think it's a worldwide thing, that pork is more expensive now.
Yeah.
And so if you look at the menu, it's the pork items that are really going up in price, not everything across the board.
Yeah. That's interesting.
But rentals, I think, are the same and are going to stay the same because Malaysia is so overbuilt.
Yeah.
And it's just a buyer or renter's market.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you have your choice of apartments in pretty much every price range.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Taylor's YouTube channel. And the first question is, like, why did you start a YouTube channel?
Well, I was just bored, and I've always wanted to be a star. So I thought, well, I'm going to try it. And I thought, everything I read said it was going to take 1 year to 2 years before anything would happen. And for some reason, maybe my sparkling personality, maybe the topic, I don't know. But it sort of took off right away. And within a month, I was just going full steam ahead. And that was quite exciting. It's grown and grown, and now just over a year, I have over 15,000 subscribers.
Yeah, that's a fantastic trajectory of growth. I hope it keeps going forward for you.
Me too.
Yeah. So you'd been living in Malaysia for quite a number of years before you decided to start your YouTube channel. Why was it that you waited so long? Had you been thinking about it and putting it off, or?
I hadn't really thought about it, Claire. I don't know. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I was always saying, well, I could do that, or I could do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I started very basic. I didn't even have a microphone. I just had an old iPhone. And I encourage people that if you have an idea that you want to put on YouTube, just go ahead and do it. I think I really lucked out because I picked a topic, retiring to Malaysia, that was probably underserved. And
absolutely, yeah.
So that really helped it take off.
Yeah. So I know you've done a lot of different things over your life, and as we've come to know you more and more as a friend, we found out heaps about your interesting background. How is YouTube different from all those other ventures that you've had?
Well, the thing I like best about it, and certainly compared to any job I've ever had, is that it's all me. I'm not answering to anyone else. I mean, I got involved with someone once about doing some real estate stuff, and I thought, I don't like this. No offense to her because she was a lovely woman, but I just like to make all the decisions. And when you do a YouTube channel, you make all the decisions.
Yeah, yeah. Complete freedom, creativity. Yeah.
Completely free and creative,
yeah,
yes.
That's great.
It's hot here.
It is very hot. Yeah, very still. And so, for my last question, what opportunities have come your way since doing YouTube that you probably wouldn't have had had you not started the channel?
Well, the main thing that's happened to me that's been so fantastic is meeting other people, meeting wonderful people. As I've said before, it's just great because when you meet new people and they know you from your channel, they already like you.
Yeah.
So it's just so easy.
Yeah.
You know, you're not apprehensive or nervous to meet them because usually they turn out to be lovely people too. Also, it gives me a little bit of extra money, which is nice. Not a lot, but enough to, you know, sometimes it pays my rent. So that's great. And then I had an opportunity recently that I've told everyone about, being invited to speak at Nomad Capitalist Live event. And that was just incredible.
Yeah.
400 people watching me speak about Malaysia. And it was so well received, and I just loved it. And everyone wanted to talk to me afterwards and wanted to know all about Malaysia. It was just an incredible experience.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Taylor, for telling us a bit more about yourself. It's really nice to have you on the other side of the interviewing microphone. We might have a bit of a walk around and show you a bit more of the lovely Isann Lodge.
Oh, absolutely. I think I might stay here next time.
Yeah, yeah.
But Claire, it's been great, and I'll put a link to the interview that I did with Claire and Jeremy below too, because that's one of my best interviews, certainly the most fun.
Yeah.
And Earl Grey's in it a little bit too.
He is, yes.
So thank you, Claire. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Taylor.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, turning the tables on Taylor, and probably learning some new stuff about me that you didn't know. I want to thank Claire so much for taking the time to do this twice. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and check the notification bell too so you won't miss any of my future videos. Well, I hope I opened your eyes too to a beautiful place you can stay in Siem Reap, Cambodia. It's just lovely, the Isann Lodge. But that's all I've got for today, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.
Get